Call on Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash, giving all praises to the great Ali Shaddad of Israel, the great I am, the possessor of heaven and earth, the spirits of heaven and earth. I come before you in the name of Yahweh Shai, the Adonai, the Hamashiach, the light of this world, the one who died for Israel, and rose to sit to become his father's royal right arm, my Redeemer, my Comforter, and the salvation. And only one to plead his and my salvation, and only one to plead his blood of Israel, the only nation, granted for salvation. Giving all respects and double honors to great millstone, the men upon high that gave me this wisdom and knowledge and understanding to not only get me back to get me to go back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, but to prepare for these dark times that are ahead of us. Giving much respect to them, double honors to great millstone apostles of them who working hard around the clock to give us all the truth that we need and to prepare us for these times ahead. And giving much respect to the Akim, the brothers that's in the Word. You may not be from Great Millstone, but you still attend to their classes. You watch their YouTube channel, whether they're on YouTube or Odyssey or whatever stream that they got their platform on. You go to the highways and byways, and you do the videos at home. Shalom to you, beautiful brothers. Shalom to you, beautiful sisters, the Aqua, the beautiful women that's in the Word. And whether you got a man or not, you still fear the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the name Yahushai. And you listen and you learn in silence. Coming back at you with another video. And this video is for the bug outs, but specifically bug outs that believe in fallen angels and reptilians and in flat earth. They're all not canon in the Bible. I've never seen the word fallen angel. I've never seen the word reptilian. I've never seen the word flat earth. And we're going to get to some of that, and we're going to get to some of these breakdowns that foretell the many antichrists and all these evil spirits that are coming upon the earth. That's how we know that is the last days and the last hour. So we're going to go straight to it, debunking that, smashing yet again that fallen angel doctrine. It's always good to re-innovate and to make sure that you know what I'm saying, and understand, and that way nobody can tell you anything different. And nobody can keep coming to you with lies, because if they can't defeat you with a lie, if you already got the truth now, so it says, we're gonna get to it right now. I need a new Bible. Okay, this one is a good one too. For there is no fallen angels, and Satan is not a fallen angel. We in Genesis chapter 3, verse 1. It says, now the serpent was more cunning. It didn't say Satan. It should have said fallen angel Satan became a serpent. It was more cunning. It says, now the serpent was more cunning than any beast of the field which Yahweh had made. And he said to the woman, has Yahweh indeed said, you shall not eat of every tree of the garden? So the Most High told him about the, I do believe the garden, no, the tree of knowledge and good of evil, and the tree of life. You know what I'm saying? So the tree of life is to pretty much make you immortal. The tree of knowledge of good and evil, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil is talking about to see the lie and see the truth. Now, the tree of knowledge the tree of life is the immortality. It could be speaking about the angelic powers, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil could be speaking about peoples. So the knowledge of good and of evil of these different peoples. You know what I'm saying? Because a tree represents people, like a family tree. So it's not an apple. It's something that she's seen. It's something that she witnessed. It's something that she ingested. It's something that she did, and it was not right. The Most High said, you shall not eat of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, for in that day you shall die. So that is being debunked, and Satan is not in the beginning of Genesis. We know that Eden is the world. We know that the main capital of Eden was Israel. You know what I'm saying? And we know that it says from out of the ground, Yahweh created Adam, the dust of the ground. The dust of the ground is representing the Negroes, Mexicans, and the Indians in ancient times, Israel in ancient times. telling you that Adam has a parent, you know what I'm saying, and has parents, but he was deemed the creator. No, he was deemed the ruler over all things. He was Yahweh Shai, you know what I'm saying? So, just debunking certain things and getting this out of the way. Satan, he was not there in the garden. Satan was actually a part of the Alahayim, which is called the chief and the powers. Now, Satan was in heaven with Yahweh Shai, and the other angels like Michael, Uriel, Raphael, and it was another one. I forgot his name. Gabriel. You know what I'm saying? And Beelzebub and Leviathan. You know what I'm saying? It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against rulers of darkness and spiritual wickedness that dwelleth in high places. What a lot of people don't know is that the Most High is both light and darkness. He makes good spirits, he makes evil spirits. He makes good angels, he makes bad angels. But they're not bad as per se going against him. They're actually good angels that do the bad work, that do the dirty work. It's no different from a garbage man. You know what I'm saying? It's no different from a poop scooper. You know what I'm saying? Even though that's lowly jobs, I'm just saying their job is kind of like that. They take out the garbage. You know what I'm saying? They clean up the mess. You know what I'm saying? And they destroy stuff and etc. Like construction man, the building is old, knock it down type, thing. But they, on a larger scale, Satan's job is to slay, you know what I'm saying, and punish the spirits of the earth, the people that are here on the earth. You know what I'm saying? So if the Most High doesn't like a particular person, he can tell Satan. Satan will tell his angels. His angels will tell the principalities, which are the evil spirits, the demons. You know what I'm saying? The demons will tell the lesser demons, however it may go, and they'll come and get that person and afflict them in whatever Yahweh sees fit. The Most High say, I kill, I make alive, I create light, I create darkness, I, Yahweh, do all things. So that right there is completely, Genesis just knocked the shit out of fucking the fallen angel Satan doctrine, because Satan was in heaven in the very beginning, helping Yahweh Shai. Through the power of Yahweh Shem Shai, his father, established the foundations of the world, the rules, the laws, everything that governs it, with the rest of the archangels. You know what I'm saying? Michael leading them. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of the angels, lesser angels, cherubims, whatever kind of ranking, but all together, they are the powers. They are the gods in heaven. So that's why the Most High say, I am the God of gods, the King of kings. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High is, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, he almighty, he rules over Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai rules over the angels. The angels are in heaven and then on earth, because they don't rule over them. They are part of that. They actually know heaven is represent rulership, so they help govern the earth, but there are ground angels on the earth, which are the children of Israel. They are the ground angels on the earth that do the work on the earth. And then you got the prophets. It says, for the angels which not kept their first estate were cast into everlasting chains of darkness, awaiting a great and terrible day. So it's prophets that's here, that belong up there, and with the rest of the, angels, you know what I'm saying? And they came down here to be tested. They came down here to feel, you know what I'm saying, life, death, learning good and evil, and etc. So that's just totally throwing it in the garbage that Satan is a fallen angel. I heard another one about Adam and Eve being the first humans. That wasn't true. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, out of the dust of the ground and out of Eden in the garden in the world, there were people there before Adam and Eve came. You know what I'm saying? So, and the serpent isn't an animal. The serpent is a man. You know what I'm saying? It's actually the forefather of Cain. So Cain, the serpent is the father of Cain. Cain is the father of Esau. Esau is the father of the red children, which are the Edomites. You know what I'm saying? Greeks, Romans, you know what I'm saying? Americans, now your daily white man, etc. You know what I'm saying? So we know the attributes of the serpent, the father of the devils, by how they act. They slither around, because you got the beast, and then you got the nations. You know what I'm saying? You have but they're both a part of the beast of the earth, but there's two different types. People can represent animals too. You know what I'm saying? So in particularly, the white man represents the snake. Jacob, which is the black man, represents the lion. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. People can represent animals. That's why some people can look like monkeys. You know what I'm saying? Some people look like big old fat ass elephants. You know what I'm saying? Per se, some people represent cheetahs. You know, some people look like birds. You know, some people look like can represent alligators. They all different kinds of beasts, but this beast in particular is the white man. We could tell by his attributes he never wants to fight straightforward. A serpent will use its venom to destroy its opponent. You know what I'm saying? So it's no different from the white man using the venom, which is that gun and different other, weaponized chemicals and whatsoever that he would use against his enemy. He's never the type to fight straightforward unless he has no choice. You know what I'm saying? And you don't see him coming until it's too late sometimes. Rather shoot the poison, let it take over, and then come slither and swallow you up. Those the same attributes of the same attributes of the white man today. So sorry to go deep, but some scriptures do need to be breaking down. It's a lesson within the lesson, and that smashes the yet again the 2/3 and the conspiracy theorists and the non-believers who don't believe in God that Satan is a fallen angel. It doesn't say that shit at all. The next one we're gonna get into is the flat earth, and what was another one? Satan's a fallen angel, the flat earth, and I forgot the third one. I'm so terrible at this, but it'll come back to me. So we getting that out the way, and it says, and the woman said to the serpent, we may eat the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree in the midst of the garden, God has said, you shall not eat, nor shall you touch it, lest you die. Then the serpent said to the woman, you will not surely die, for Yahweh knows that in the day you eat of it, your eyes will be open, and you will be like Yahweh, knowing good and evil. So when the woman, which is the black woman today, saw that the tree was good for food, that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree desirable to make one wise, she took of its fruit and ate. She also gave to her husband with her, and he ate. Then the eyes of both of them were open, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves coverings. That's right. So it's off what they seen. The serpent is a line of people. It's not just one person. You know what I'm saying? So the serpent is the Satan's counterpart on the earth. Okay. It's Satan's counterpart on the earth. It's not Satan. Satan is a spirit, but there is a duality. You know what I'm saying? So you do have the spirit of Satan inside these wicked. You know what I'm saying? And particularly this serpent guy had showed Eve some stuff that she wasn't supposed to see, and she went and she saw it. She saw the knowledge of good, which is the good things that happen to the earth and the good positivity of these people, and she saw the wickedness and the evil and the false idols, the false worship, the damnable heresies, things that you weren't supposed to do. She's seen all that. She's seen the past, she's seen the present, she's seen the future, she's seen everything. This is why a great majority of women feel like they have power. This is exactly why they feel like they can control things. They feel like that they're God. I've heard that one before. And they feel like they can run everything without a man because of this moment right here. So that was the moment where Adam was completely persuaded and overpowered by his woman, and he went and saw the same thing that she saw. So we're going to go on. I said fallen angels, the flat earth, and I forgot the other one. I'm so stupid. This is the fallen angel doctrine that's hiding in the Bible. They would say fallen angels because they were trained to, but they didn't say sons of God, which is actually right here. It says Genesis chapter 6, verse 1, it says, "Now it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born to them, that the sons of God, which are the Israelites, saw the daughters of men." It says that they were beautiful, and they took wives for themselves among all whom they chose. And Yahweh said, "My spirit shall not thrive with man forever, for he is indeed flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. So the things that they were doing, the sons of God, they were not only mingling among each other, they were mingling among the beasts of the earth and the nations back in those ancient times. You know what I'm saying? So it says the Most High that was one of the first things that the Most High did. He didn't remove the immortality was removed after Adam and Eve had ate of the knowledge of the fruit of good and evil. I mean, they saw what they saw. That's what all it means. And they let death in the world. So now the next stage for Yahweh was to cut their days off, because Adam nearly lived to 1,000 years, and so did his wife. So it says, there were giants on the earth in those days. There you go. I don't see no fallen angel. Giant means fame. You know what I'm saying? And strength. It represents fame and it represents strength in a kind of way. And the Israelites weren't gigantic, but they were to a certain size to where it would terrify you. So it wouldn't be no surprise if their enemies or the people that saw them will call them giants, because they had that godlike stature. It says whoever can add a cubit to their stature. So they was double the size of ordinary men. That's how you knew that they were the sons of God. So, and in the people's eyes, they weren't giant titans, but they were pretty fucking big. They were pretty fucking big. We were, in the ancient days, we were a lot bigger, a lot buffer than what people perceive as a regular black man today. We were a little bit more bigger than that and more stronger. You can knock off like 50 men with one Israelite, one son of God, or a son of God can take on 1,000, one against 1,000. That's in the Bible too. One son of God can destroy 1,000 men, because they had that spiritual power back in those days. But as you can see in the story, the Most High was slowly stripping them of their blessings. The more they sinned, the more Yahweh restricted, the more he took away. So it says, there were giants on the earth in those days, and also afterwards, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, and they bore children to them. These were the mighty men who were of old, men of renown. So when they had sex with these women, and they had their babies, they was the only thing, the main thing they was doing was mingling outside of their nation. Now it tells you that in the Bible. What I'm saying, to not mingle outside of your nation, only mingle within the nation of Israel, flat out. That's the only people that you're supposed to be mingling with. Now they had different rules and all of that, and different privileges, you know what I'm saying? But, most of the time in the ancient days, that's what Yahweh wanted, for them to dwell within each other and multiply each other. Because, of course, they took over nations and they took over kingdoms and they had concubines, but they never had, these concubines marry into the royal seed, be married into the royal family, be a part of it. No, it was levels to all that. Concubines were the form of slaves, and maids, handmaids, butlers, you know what I'm saying, garbage men, guardmen, you know what I'm saying, shit like that, in the lower archy, You get to the upper archy, then you got the maids and the butlers and all that, but you had those kind of jobs reserved for the nations to serve Israel, to be servants. And at the end of the day, woman in Greek means servant, so even a woman is a servant to the sons of God. The women didn't have power like that. Only the men had the power. It's no different from today. Like how women think that they carry their baby, they create the life. No, the life is already created. You just you create the vessel, but you don't carry the babies. The man does. That's why Yahweh speaks to the man as if it was his wife. You know what I'm saying? He was his wife, because the man is the original. He carried everything. He has all things, but the Most High was like, it's not lawful for a man to be by himself. So he created woman. You know what I'm saying? That implies too. And Eve was created for Adam, so he wouldn't be alone. Someone to serve him and she had that she had godlike power to an extent, but it was to serve him and to be with him, so he wouldn't be just the ruler of, he was the ruler of all things, but he wouldn't be lonely. He had a queen, you know what I'm saying? So, but she went overboard and fucked it all up, just as well as women overpower men today, you know. So it's no different, you know. But yeah, I don't see no fallen angel shit up in here. And we're gonna go back to Genesis, because Genesis tells you about the earth and how it was created. Ain't no fucking flat earth. So it says, then Yahweh saw that the wickedness of man was great on the earth, and that every intent of the thoughts of his heart was evil continually. That's right. And Yahweh was sorry, and that he had made man on the earth, and he was grieved in his heart, because it let off a lot of chain reaction after that event in Eden. You know what I'm saying? It let off a lot of chain reactions. It let off a lot of things. If Eve wouldn't have ate the apple, if she would have obeyed God and didn't do what she did, if she would have passed the test, then to this day we would be with Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and we would be correct, and we would be perfect, and it wouldn't be no death, no destruction, and no wickedness. By her doing that, you know what I'm saying? Like it said in the Bible, through a woman we all die. She let death throughout in the world, and she let off a whole chain reaction of other things, and it made God mad. And the Most High had ended up releasing a lot of curses even at the beginning on the children of Israel. So they had power in ancient days, but they abused it. And it's the same thing that happened in our different slave trades. We abused the power that we had. We thought that we were the power. We thought that we were gods without acknowledging our creator, which is God, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Almighty, who created the lowercase gods on the earth. And in return, the lowercase gods give praise and give honor and follow the laws that are dictated to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and give back what they gave Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. I mean, give back what Yahweh gave them. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, love, support, you know, faith, you know, commitment to run it the way God see fit, instead of thinking that they can run it on their own and they without God. Make matters worse, they were worshiping other deities. They were infatuated with other nations. They were practicing witchcraft, magic. They was doing lawlessness. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of things, you know, before the flood happened. So it says, as in the days of Noah, so too shall become the Son of Man, meaning that there is nothing new under the sun. Same thing that happened in the days of Noah, same thing that's happening today. And they were eating and drinking and knew it not until the flood came and took them away. It makes too much perfect sense. Too much. So we're going to debunk the flat earth. It says, in the beginning, Yahweh, which is the Elohim. It means the chief and the powers. Yahweh Shai being the chief and the powers. Yahweh Shai is God. He's the God of the universe. He's the God of this world. Yahweh, being the Almighty, states in this book, in the beginning of Genesis, that he had nothing to do with the creation. That was his son that created all these things and everything that you see today. His son and the powers, which are the archangels in Israel. The archangels, the 1/3, the 2/3 that were, you know, in the cosmos. No, outside of the cosmos. Yahweh Shai created beings, these superpowers that would help him create the world. And like I said, it took him 7,000 years to create the universe and the world. And it says, in the beginning, the Elohim created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness. Oh yeah, and there are no reptilians. It says, and the darkness says there, okay, no archangels, no fallen angels, no flat earth, and no fucking reptilians. So it says, the earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep, and the spirit of Yahweh was hovering over the face. The spirit of Yahweh was hovering over the face of the water. So you could say Yahweh Shai in this one, so to speak, but they changed it all up. Yahweh gave his son the blueprint, Yahweh Shai, the blueprint to create all things. The first thing that Yahweh Shai did was create many like him. You know what I'm saying? And they were all created to be like Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, but Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai was Yahweh Shai was the strongest. and Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is the top dog, and then you go all the way down. So it's supposed to say Alahayim right here. So I do believe in the Torah that I was listening to Apostle Har, or the Hebrew version of the Bible. I do believe it tells you the actual dictionary Hebrew writing that's supposed to be in place of the English and the Greek that's mixed in with the Bible. So when they separate all that and they just read it in Hebrew, it's fucking crazy. The Hebrew actually tells you the truth. It tells you it's Paleo Hebrew at that. So it takes time to study. Even I don't know it all. I don't know it like that. I don't. You know what I'm saying? All I know is there's no letter U and there's no letter J in Paleo Hebrew. There isn't. So it's not that easy to study. But when they broke it down and they studied it, then I began to understand the Hebrew that was in the Bible. It retranslates to all this shit that's in the Bible. Retranslates to something completely different, and it tells you the truth about the Bible. But a lot of men did, the white man did change the Bible. He did take things out. He did add certain things that weren't supposed to be there, like God, Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, Satan, and actually no, he didn't touch that. Satan and the devil, you just have to discern from that shit. You know what I'm saying? Satan is the angel of Yahweh, and the devil, it means slanderer, or adversary of God. Slanderer or liar. You know what I'm saying? That's all that devil means. You know what I'm saying? So, the white man, he did change a few things in the book, but they got a strategy called hidden in plain sight. So they put it right in your fucking face, and they will never expect you to look what's in front of you. You can look up, you can look down, you can look side to side, you can look behind you, but you'll never look ahead in what's in front of you. Hidden in plain sight, right there in your fucking face. So the Hebrew Israelites are the Negroes. You know what I'm saying? The Mexicans and the Indians, we are the Israelites. We just, like I said, the Hebrew, they like looking into the flat earth. They like looking into the fallen angel doctrine. They like looking into reptilian doctrine, hollow earth. You know what I'm saying? They like looking into the governments and Illuminati. But did you fucking read the Bible? Did you go back to your heritage and actually read the book? You know what I'm saying? And get the understanding. Did you actually find the teachers that God was pointing out to you? Did you actually listen to their classes? You know what I'm saying? Did you actually, write down because this book right here is slowly but surely being filled with the actual breakdowns. You know what I'm saying? It comes from the Blue Letter Bible. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I don't read the Blue Letter Bible, I listen to the prophets. And they break down every single goddamn word that's in the Bible. Even break down words that are outside of the book. Just breaking shit down, letting you know the true meaning of these words. You know what I'm saying? And they know a lot of Hebrew, but they break down a lot of stuff that's in Greek, because the Blue Letter Bible got the Hebrew, the English, and the Greek, and it breaks it all the way down. But most of the time it's Greek, but the Greek words even translate into different things. You know what I'm saying? Like woman means slave. You know what I'm saying? Devil means slanderer. That's basic definition. Queen means whore. You know what I'm saying? That's some deep shit right there. Fucking what's another good one that I know from the top of the dome? Moon means month. You know what I'm saying? Lunatic represents lunatic, crazy people that the moon governs over. Phases of the moon can actually affect a person's personality. You know what I'm saying? What's another one? I try my best to name some of them at the top of the dome. Heart means mind. You know what I'm saying? What's another one? Abaddon means destroyer. Rape in Latin means to seize or to grab by force. It is not a sexual gesture. Trim means to add. You know what I'm saying? Uriel means light of God. Cosmos or cosmos meaning a certain world. Polyandry means many men. Thawada in Hebrew means thank you. And there you go. There's a couple of them. I don't want to go too much into it, but there's a couple of them to get you to understand that you got to study certain words. You got to go and take these certain classes. Like the prophets are not just there, you know what I'm saying, to just be there. You're supposed to be there and listen to them. You know what I'm saying? Have that understanding. That way, in the end, when all these things happen, you'll know why, you know the history, you know the truth, you know who you are, you know who your God is. You know what I'm saying? You know who to call on. You know why these things are happening. You have an understanding. And whenever anybody comes to you saying otherwise, nope, I already got the truth. There's nothing else you can tell me. If you're not the prophets of Yahweh Shem outside, ain't nothing else you can tell me. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, certain spirits are drawn to the light, to those of them that have this fucking knowledge. And this knowledge is actually, as much of it's known in all the world, it's actually a secret. You know? Would you believe that? Yahweh say, I'm a secret place. As much as all this knowledge is known throughout the entire world, it's a secret. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's going to be so bad that it's going to revert to the act literally being the term secret. You ain't going to be able to talk about this when the end happens. You ain't going to be able to talk about this when Jacob's trouble happened. When the MOTB happens. You know what I'm saying? The mark of the dragon, you know, encode him. You know what I'm saying? The mark on your right hand and on your forehead, you know, the brain chip, the hand chip, you know, aka, you know what I'm saying? That when these events happen, you know, World War III happened, you ain't gonna be able to talk about this. Ain't nobody gonna hear it. And if they do hear it, they're gonna want to kill you. Why? Because they were mad that you got it right. They were mad that you knew everything, and they were mad because you told them so, and you told them the truth, and you foretold everything through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. So I'm going to get this and I'm going to close out. But, you know, I ain't going to get into reptilians because there ain't no fucking reptilians in the Bible. You can go to, it's evil spirits in the Bible, but it ain't no reptilians. So it says, then it says, the earth was out formed and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep, and the spirit of Yahweh was hovering over the face of the waters. Then the Elohim said, let there be light, and there was light. And the Elohim saw the light, that it was good. And the Elohim, or Yahweh Shai, divided the light from the darkness. Yahweh Shai called the light day, and the darkness he called night. So the evening and the morning were the first day. Then Yahweh Shai said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the heavens. So whatever Yahweh Shai said, the angels did. It says, then Yahweh said, it says, the earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep, and the spirit of Yahweh was hovering over the face of the waters. Then Yahweh said, let there be light, and there was light. So it's a duality. You know what I'm saying? Because the light that God had created was Yahweh Shai. It says, and Yahweh saw the light, but Yahweh Shai had created the light too. But this light is also talking about the world, because the world, you could see a shadow on the world, and you could see the other part of it's dark and the other part is light. Like, you know how the moon has that phase and that lunar phase to where you can only see a certain amount of it. The sun, the earth does too. It's weird, but it's there. You know, that's what he's talking about. Excuse me. That's the reflex. And I'm about to close out because I got to get ready for work. That's why I said I ain't going to go into that reptilian stuff, but there ain't no reptilians in the Bible. It's evil spirits in the Bible. It's demons in the Bible. Hell yeah. But no lizard men living under the fucking ground and governing everything and eating flesh and all of that. Now, the lizard man can be connected to the serpent, and the serpent can be connected to the white man. Yeah, that's how you'll do it. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't no fucking literal lizard niggas with fucking Illuminati cloaks on, eating people and talking about they an alien race from another fucking planet. That's not so. It says, and Yahweh called the light day, and the darkness he called night. So the evening and morning were the first day. Then Yahweh Shai said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. Thus Yahweh Shai made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so. He's talking about the sky. That's all he's talking about. He never said that it was a flat surface. Then Yahweh Shai called the firmament heaven. So the heaven and the morning were the second day. Then Yahweh Shai said, let the waters under the heavens be gathered together in one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and gathered together of the waters he called seas. Now it says, now the earth was without form, so it wasn't round yet. You know what I'm saying? It didn't have that terraform yet. It says the earth was without form. You know what I'm saying? So it's talking about the spear. It's talking about the way the Yahweh Shai shaped the planet. He made it round. He formed it. You get it? You know what I'm saying? It's not. It didn't say flatten it. You know what I'm saying? It didn't say a dimension. No, it didn't say that. It said it was without form. But when you start forming it, rock, the interior, the core, the atmosphere, etc., etc. You know what I'm saying? There you have it. It says, then Yahweh Shai said, let the earth bring forth grass that yields seed. It should have said flat earth, let the flat earth, but it doesn't say that. It just says earth. It says, earth yields fruit according to its kind, whose seed is in itself on the earth, and it was so. And the earth brought forth grass and herb that yields seed according to its kind, and the tree that yields fruit, whose seed is in itself, according to its kind. And Yahweh saw that it was good. So the earth, he made the entire earth the garden. The entire earth is the garden. The main courts is Israel. You know what I'm saying? Deep within Africa, the capital of Africa is Israel. You know what I'm saying? But the whole entire earth was supposed to be a garden, a beautiful paradise. Different paradises, like the paradise of snow, you know, the paradise of sand. You know what I'm saying? The paradise of the beach, the paradise of the wind, you know, tornadoes, you know, lightning, you know what I'm saying? Paradise of summer, you know what I'm saying? Or a certain paradise that got that all in between, you know what I'm saying? But it's different paradises on the earth to make the earth more beautiful, you know, but overall it's a garden. So with that, calling Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, B'Shem Rakak Wadash, in the name of Yahweh Shai. Shalom to you guys. On to the next video. That was just me debunking these wicked ass people and what they say. And they say that it's in the Bible, but yet again, as much as I study, as much as I look into the Bible and the eyes that the Lord had gave me, I've seen the truth, and there ain't what they say it is in the Bible. That's how you prove that Christianity is all lies. Shalom.